Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you all are good. We are here together for our free workshop, which is on the rose aromatic body mist. Uh, a few of you are saying hello, hi to everyone, and hope your day is going good. And I will be here with you for the next 1.5 to 2 hours, and together we are going to be learning this amazing formulation about the body mist. And before we start with the class, um, let me just mention two things. So firstly, I would just request all of you to please keep your mics and videos off all throughout the video, so that all the other students who are there, they don't have any disturbances with the audio or video of anyone. Secondly, we have shared the PDF with all of you on the body mist group. So you guys can keep that open, or you guys can write down the recipe so that it's easy for you to take down any notes. So at any place of time, if you want to write down anything for future references, so you guys can very easily do that. So please do keep a pen and a notebook also along with you. So that's going to help us all throughout the video. And I can see a lot of you are quite excited for the class. That's amazing to know. And we will be starting with the class in just a minute because there are few students who are still joining. So let's just wait for a minute, and then let's start with the session. So many of you are very punctual, so that's amazing. A lot of you joined already 5-10 minutes ago, and a lot of you are just joining now itself. So that's very good that you all are excited and very punctual for the class, and you don't want to miss out on any information, because that is what is going to make us good formulators. If you can be there all throughout the class, you guys can grasp the maximum knowledge that we are going to be having here and discussing here. For any queries that you guys might have within the session at any point of time, you guys can write it down in the chat box, and via the chat box, whenever we will be getting the time, I'll be answering your questions and looking at the queries. So please don't unmute yourself and ask your queries. We will be looking at the queries via the chat box. So let's follow this one rule all throughout the class. Okay, so a small introduction about myself. I'm Rupali Jain, and I'm the owner and founder of India Beauty Raw Materials. And today I am going to be your host and formulator, and together we are going to be learning the making and the full process of the formulation of our body mist. We are going to be understanding what all ingredients are going to be used, why are we using those ingredients, and that would give you the perfect and the full knowledge wherein after the class you will be able to actually formulate this body mist, and you guys can actually also start launching this and selling this. So it's going to be a professional formulation, good for launching in the market as well. So do pay as much as attention, and you are going to enjoy a lot. So let's first understand what a body mist actually is and what's the purpose of it. So this body mist that we are going to be making, it's going to be the main highlight of this is going to be rose, and the purpose of this is that it's going to be a 2-in-1 product. It's going to hydrate the skin when you apply it on the body, just like how we have hair mist or how we have face mists. We also have body mists quite trending in the market and doing quite well in the cosmetic industry. So this mist is going to hydrate your skin. You can just fill this in a spray bottle or in a nice glass bottle. I'll show you what I am going to be using in this session. So this is the kind of bottle I will be using for filling the body mist, and you can just spray the body mist all over your skin. So that is going to hydrate your skin. It's going to provide the moisture, the nourishment. It's going to be very, very lightweight. It's like a liquid kind of a consistency. So easily sprayable, and it's going to hydrate the skin very well, good for all weathers. And along with the hydrating benefits that the body mist is going to be giving us, this is also going to give out a beautiful aroma. So it's going to work like a very light perfume and a light fragrance. So it will be, the fragrance will be quite prominent, but we are not going to be making it very, very heavy, because this is going to be a body mist. So when you apply this, you are going to be getting 2-in-1 benefits. You don't need to apply a deo or a perfume after this. It's going to hydrate the skin plus give the beautiful aroma. And the combinations that we are going to be using of the fragrances, we are also going to be looking at that a later while in the class. So we will be understanding what kind of aroma it's going to be, what all combinations are going to be used to give out the beautiful soothing aroma. And the aroma will be such that it's quite soothing and quite good for all. So it will be something that's quite liked by everyone. So we will not be making any very, very specific kind of a body mist. When it comes to the aroma, we will be looking at a fragrance which is very broad and much liked by everyone, with rose being one of the main components of it. So this is about the body mist, like what's the purpose of the body mist and why we are actually going to be making this and what all it's going to do. Now as we were discussing that it's going to work like a perfume, like a lightweight perfume, plus giving us the hydrating benefits. So this is going to be good for daily use. What happens is that we have to go for work and for occasions and all of these things. So people do apply perfumes and deos, but they do have alcohol in it. So if you can go the natural way, if you can use body mist, that's going to be much more accepted by your skin and much more loved by your skin, because here we are not going to be using any alcohol, here we are not going to be using any toxic chemicals or anything. So this is going to be good for daily use. That's the best part and the best USP of this body mist, that it can be applied daily. Whenever you have to go out for work or any occasion, party, just spray the body mist either all over your hands and all over the skin, or you can even just apply it on the pulse points also, and that is also going to work well. So it can be used both the ways. So for all of you who have joined just now, welcome to the session. And just a few pointers. Please everyone keep your mics and videos off all throughout the video. We will be discussing the queries and any questions via the chat box. So at any point of time, if you guys have any queries, please feel free to write it down in the chat box, and in between we will be allotting a little bit of time wherein we will be looking at all the questions and we will be addressing those. So please feel free to ask your questions via the chat. Also, you can keep a pen and a notebook along with you and have the PDF open in front of you, so that while we are discussing the ingredients also, if you want to make any notes, that is easy for you to note down. So okay. So I guess we have some queries, so let's look at this. And if until now, if there are any queries for any one of you regarding what a body mist is, all that we have discussed until now, the usage of body mist and everything, you can write it down in the chat box, and we can look at it. And after this, we will be moving forward and we will be understanding the ingredients used and the benefits of these ingredients. So if there are any questions regarding the main product and what that product is, why we are making this product, what's the benefit and everything, you guys can write it down and we can discuss it now itself. Okay, we have a query, is it suitable for sensitive skin types? So yes, this is going to be absolutely suitable for sensitive skin types. We are going to be using some amazing hydrosols, we're going to be using essential oils. So it's going to be very as much as possible pure and natural, and there are no toxic chemicals used in it, so it's perfectly fine for sensitive skin and for daily usage also. So okay, so if until now everything has been clear, please do give me a thumbs up. I would love to know that you guys are able to understand all the things that we have discussed until now. And after this, let's start with understanding the ingredients used in the phase A. Then we can look at the queries for phase A, and then we will be discussing the phase B and the queries for phase B. So let's start with the phase A. We already have a lot of thumbs up, so that's great to see that you guys are able to understand all the things. Let's understand the ingredients used in phase A. So firstly, we have DM water. This is how the DM water looks like. This is demineralized water. Whenever we are making any cosmetic formulation, we are only going to be focusing on using DM water or distilled water. We are not going to be using tap water or boiling water or RO water because of the purity purposes. These waters, the DM water and the distilled water, are considered pure by the cosmetic industry, and they further, because of their purity, help us give a shelf life to the formulation. So that is why we are only going to be focusing on these waters for each and every formulation. Okay, so we do have a few people raising their hands. So for all of you who have joined later in the class, regarding all the queries, let's discuss the queries via the chat box here. Anyone who has any questions regarding the formulation, regarding anything, please feel free to put it in the chat box, because we will not be unmuting and the audio and the video, so that other students don't have any disturbances. So let's discuss the questions via the chat box itself, and we can answer them via the chat box. After DM water, we have orange hydrosol. This is the orange hydrosol. So orange hydrosol is going to be a second ingredient here, and a hydrosol is a water which has the benefits of that particular fruit or that particular flower or a herb. So orange hydrosol has all the benefits of the oranges. So it's going to be rich in vitamin C, it's going to help in brightening the skin, soothing the skin, and if there's any tan on the skin, with consistent usage you will also see that slight tanning is going away, and your skin is healing and soothing. So orange hydrosol is going to be providing us all of these soothing benefits and the brightening benefits of orange in this body mist formulation. Now along with all of these benefits, it's also going to give us a very nice, beautiful citrusy aroma of oranges. So this is also going to add to the fragrance part of the whole formulation, because this also has quite a prominent fragrance, a citrusy nice fragrance. So since we are not adding any essential oils which are citrusy in nature, that is why we are balancing that up with the orange hydrosol. This is also going to give us the benefits plus the fragrance. After orange hydrosol, we have mint hydrosol. Okay, just a second. This is how the mint hydrosol looks like. So mint hydrosol is going to be giving us a lot of soothing benefits, cooling benefits of mint, and also the fragrance of it. So mint has the nature of providing a lot of soothing properties, and it's going to feel very nice on the skin. Even for sensitive skin types, people who have a bit of irritation or redness on the skin in general, they are also going to find it very soothing, and it's going to calm their skin and help in removing any sort of irritation or redness also on the skin. Okay, let's move forward with our next ingredient, which is panthenol powder. So this is also known as vitamin B5. This is how the panthenol powder looks like. It's a white fine powder which is easily soluble in water. So this is going to be as soon as you add this into the water, it's going to totally disappear after stirring, because it's very very much soluble in water, and this is going to again help us with the hydrating benefits and the soothing benefits. So it's going to moisturize the skin, it's going to hydrate the skin. The molecules of panthenol are quite small, so it's easy for that to penetrate into the skin and provide us the vitamin B5 benefits also. Along with that, the hydration, the moisture and the nourishment also. So this is going to be one of the main ingredients which is going to provide us the hydration. So along with the hydrosols, the the other ingredients, panthenol is also going to make the body mist very much hydrating and moisturizing. Okay, after panthenol we have aloe vera 200x. This is how the aloe vera 200x looks like. This is again a white fine powder, and it's quite this is how it looks like. This is also very much water soluble. And why do we call this aloe vera 200x? So this is 200 times concentrated part of aloe vera. This is a concentration of aloe vera. The aloe vera is dehydrated, and via the dehydration the aloe vera 200x powder is made. So whatever quantity we are going to be adding in this formulation or any formulation of aloe vera 200x powder, it's going to be very less, because that's going to be 200 times beneficial. So be very careful as to how much you are adding. Here the amount that we are going to be adding is mentioned in the PDF. So make sure that you are very minutely adding this, and this is going to give us all the great benefits of aloe vera. Aloe vera in general is a common ingredient, but it's quite good to add it in formulations, especially things like body mists. It's going to soothe the skin very well, it's going to hydrate and nourish the skin. Again, it's going to remove the tanning and heal the tanning, repair the skin. So all of the soothing and good benefits of aloe vera are present in the powder as well. So this is going to give us all of this. And lastly, in the phase A we have liquid Jamol Plus. So this is how the liquid Jamol Plus looks like. This is going to be our preservative here in this formulation. It's a broad spectrum preservative, and for any formulation which has water or water based products, we will be adding a broad spectrum preservative in that, because without a preservative the formulation is going to go bad within the next 24 to 48 hours. It's going to catch bacteria, and we will not be able to sustain that product or use that product. So whenever we are making any formulation which has even the slightest amount of water in it, it's very mandatory to add a preservative. And here I'm using liquid Jamol Plus, because this is going to work as a broad spectrum preservative, and this is very nicely soluble in water also. So since major part of our formulation is water based, so it's going to work with water and oil both, and hence give us the preservation benefits. So with this we complete the ingredients used in our phase A. If any of you have any questions, we can look at those questions via the chat box. So you guys can ask your queries via the chat box, and for all of those people who are able to understand everything until now in the phase A and all that we have discussed, you guys can definitely give an emoji or a review. That would definitely help me understand if all the things are clear, the video is clear, the audio is clear. So that is going to help me understand that everything is going smooth and easy. Okay, there are some good thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. Okay. Another query that we have here is, can we change the hydrosol as per our requirement? Yes, you can definitely change the hydrosols, but as discussed, the orange hydrosol and the mint hydrosol are also going to give us a prominent fragrance to this formulation. They are also going to add up to the final fragrance that we are going to be adding. Hence, we are using the orange and mint. But if you want to use something else, you can definitely change the hydrosol. That's totally fine. Another query, if we don't want to use mint hydrosol, so you can replace it with DM water or any other hydrosol here. Yes, here we are using the D-panthenol, which is also known as DL-panthenol, which is also known as vitamin B5, pro-vitamin B5. So it has a lot of names. So we are using that exact same product. Okay, now let's move forward and understand the ingredients used in our phase B. And for all of the queries that you guys have, you guys can keep putting it in the chat box and we will surely look at it in a while. So in the phase B here, we have rose essential oil. This is how the rose essential oil looks like. This is going to provide us the very soothing, luxurious aroma of roses. Roses have a very nice, beautiful fragrance, almost liked by everyone, and hence this is going to be one of our main highlights in the body mist. And the fragrance itself is very, relaxing, very soothing, very luxurious. So that is why rose essential oil is going to be one of the main parts of this formulation. Farhat and Neelam, I would request you guys to please write your queries in the chat box, dear. I won't be able to, hear you via the call itself. So please mention your queries in the chat box and we can look at those. Next here we have peppermint essential oil. So this is the peppermint essential oil, and this is going to give us a different level of soothing and cooling properties of peppermint. It's dear, if you're not able to see my screen, you can scroll down and find the ID wherever it's written India Beauty Workshops. That ID, there you will find 3 dots. Click on those 3 dots and you can make my video full screen, and that's how you will be able to see the screen. Or maybe try rejoining the video if there's any error at your end. If there's any network error, please try rejoining and join again. That might also solve the issue. So next we were discussing the peppermint essential oil. So peppermint essential oil is going to provide us a lot of soothing and cooling benefits. As soon as you apply the body mist, you spray the body mist on the skin, it's going to give you a very nice cooling sensation. So even in sort of irritation, any type of sunburn or redness, it's going to cure all of that also. And along with this, it's also going to give the beautiful aroma of peppermint. Peppermint essential oil has a very prominent aroma of peppermint. So it's going to be very good and very quite there on the skin. So you will be able to smell it very prominently. So it's quite prominent of a smell. So when it's combined with rose, it gives out a very beautiful kind of a combination. So that is why, that's another reason why we are using the peppermint essential oil. Next we have jasmine essential oil. This is how the jasmine essential oil looks like. This is going to give us a very exotic and a very rich kind of floral fragrance of jasmine. So jasmine and rose are going to be our main floral fragrances here. They are going to be taking the major part of the fragrance, and along with this we are going to be having the peppermint, and a little bit of the citrusy fragrance of the orange hydrosol. So jasmine is also, we are using it in a little lesser quantity than the rose and the peppermint. So it's not going to be very prominent, but along with the rose, it's going to give out a nice combination of fragrance. And lastly, we have polysorbate 20. This is our polysorbate 20. This is how it looks like. So polysorbate 20 here is going to be again one essential ingredient in this formulation. This is going to work as the solubilizer and the emulsifier. So what is a solubilizer and an emulsifier? So if you check the formulation, here we have phase A and phase B separately. That is because we have the water soluble ingredients, and in the phase B we have the oil soluble ingredients. So water and oil cannot mix together, because if you try to add both in one container, the oil is going to float on top and you will have the water at the bottom part, because water and oil cannot mix on their own. Hence we will be needing a solubilizing agent and an emulsifier, which in this formulation is polysorbate 20. This is going to mix the oil into the water. So all the oil molecules will get binded with the water molecules, and we will have a homogeneous even solution because of the polysorbate 20. So this is a non substitutable ingredient. Okay, so this is going to be the non-substitutable ingredient, because this is going to bind all of the ingredients together and give us a stable formulation wherein there is no separate oil and separate water floating. It's going to be a homogeneous solution because of the polysorbate 20. Okay, so with this we complete the explanation of all of the ingredients used in our full formulation. And if everything until now has been clear to all of you, please do give me any emoji you like to, or a thumbs up. That would be great. And let's look at a few queries also. Okay, so there are a few thumbs ups and hearts. Thank you students for showing your interest all throughout the video. We are after this going to also be starting with the making of the formulation. We are going to be seeing live how to actually formulate this step by step, and then you will be able to also make it on your own. Okay students, I hope you are able to see the screen. We will now be starting with the formulation process. We will be understanding how to actually make this rose aromatic body mist. So here I have a sanitized container with me. What I did was I took 99% rubbing alcohol and I sprayed it all over the container, the weighing scale and my spatulas to sanitize it. So before the class itself, this is what I did. And now to this I am going to be starting with adding the ingredients one by one. First we will be preparing our phase A. So in the formulation PDF, if you check, we have a 100-gram formulation what is provided to you. I will be making a 50-gram batch today for demonstration. So whatever quantities are mentioned, I will be using half of those. So I'll start by adding the DM water. DM water is 20.9 grams. Next we have aloe vera hydrosol. Aloe vera hydrosol is 10.75 grams. Next is mint hydrosol, 10.25 grams. After this I am going to be adding panthenol, which is 1%. If any of you have any questions, guys, please write it down in the chat box. I see a few people raising hands. Please dear, write it down in the chat box, and after the completion of the formulation process, we will again be looking at the queries at last. So let's add panthenol powder. 1 gram is okay. So just now we added the panthenol powder, which is the vitamin B5. And now let's add aloe vera 200x powder. I am adding aloe vera 200x powder, 0.05. Ingredient in phase A is liquid Jamol plus preservative. Okay, so we'll just give all of this a slight stir, and all of the powders that were there, they're going to instantly get dissolved because those are highly water soluble. So not even a single particle is going to be left seen. We'll be having the clear water again. So if you guys can see, we have the clear solution with us. All the powders that were there, they've totally gone into the water based ingredients and dissolved into it. With this we complete our phase A. Let's move forward and prepare our phase B. So here I kept the phase A aside, and we will now be measuring our phase B ingredients. The first ingredient is rose essential oil, 0.7 grams. Okay, we just added rose essential oil, 0.7 grams for. Next we are going to be using peppermint essential oil, this is again 0.7 grams. And now I am adding the jasmine essential oil. This I am going to be adding 0.4 grams in a. This is the quantity which you can note down. And since I am making half of the formulation, I am adding half. Now we have polysorbate 20, which is 5 grams. Okay, so we just now added the polysorbate 20. We'll just slightly mix all of this so that all the essential oils, all the polysorbate 20, all of this can mix together once. With this we complete our phase B also. So all of the ingredients which we are using here, all of this is available via our website, which is India Beauty Raw Materials. You can shop all of the raw materials used here and in all of the other formulations also via the website or via WhatsApp. And we are also specially offering the kit also for trial basis, a small quantity kit. So if any of you wants to take the kit and make the product and understand the feel, the consistency and everything before finally taking bigger quantities, we do have a special kit for this. The actual price of the kit is 1100, but for you guys who have joined the session, it is for 879 for a discounted price. So all of the ingredients along with one bottle, this is a glass bottle, a premium looking body mist and a perfume glass bottle. So this also is included in it. So this is at a discounted price of 879. So any of you interested in taking this and trying out the product can DM us on our WhatsApp number, the same WhatsApp number via which you joined our workshop. Let's now quickly move forward with the further process, and finally let's complete the formulation. So here I have the phase B ingredients, all the oil based ingredients, and here are the water based ingredients. Now I'll add the water phase to the oil phase. We don't need any heating required in this. There is no heating involved. It's a cold process formulation. No heating, nothing, very convenient to make, very easy to make. Just need 15-20 minutes in hand and the raw materials. That's all what is needed to make this product. So I'll just add the water based ingredients phase A into phase B, and we are going to just mix all of this together. I'm just very slightly stirring this. So here once we mix both of these, the oil and the water are going to blend with each other, because we have used a solubilizer and an emulsifier, which is the polysorbate 20. If we would have not added that, we would have had two layers here. One would be the water at the down and the oil would have been floating on top. But the emulsification, the solubilizing has happened already, and the water and the oil has mixed, and our formulation is now ready. We will now be adding this to our container. I'll be putting up it in this kind of a bottle here. The body mist is good to even put it in normal spray bottles that we have, the transparent bottles. That is also a good option. But here, since we wanted to make it something which is like a perfume but also a body mist which has the skin loving benefits also, that is why I'm using a premium bottle to fill the product and not using the normal one, but you can definitely use that as well. We only need something which has a spray in it, nothing else is needed. You can either package it in a premium bottle or you can even do that in a normal spray bottle. Just a spray is needed to apply the product. Can we add liquid color? Yes, definitely we can add a liquid color. If you want, I can even show you guys how to add a liquid color. That would be a good option for all of those who want to add a liquid color. So quickly let me know, give me thumbs ups if you want, if all of you want me to add a color to this, we can do that. Okay, there are a few thumbs ups. What about the others? Should we add a color, guys? Okay, so a lot of you are saying that let's add a color. Okay, let's do that. Since we are making a rose body mist, let's add a pink kind of a color to make it more relatable to the rose aspect of this. So here I have the pink liquid color. This is how the color looks like, liquid water soluble color this is, and this is safe for the skin and any of the personal care products that we make. It's safe to add in these products. So I'll just show you how to add it. If you are adding this, what you can do is you can just remove 0.1 gram from the DM water and keep that 0.1 gram for the color, so that the entire batch of the formulation is further complete. So just whenever you guys are making, just remove 0.1 gram from the DM water and keep it for the color. So here what I'll do is I have a little color here on the sides of this. So I'll not be adding even a drop because we are making a small batch. So what I'll do is I'll take a single drop here on the cap, and let's add little by little. Here whenever we are adding the colors, not even a single drop is required for a 50-gram batch or a 100-gram batch. We need a very less quantity. The colors that are available via India Beauty raw material website, the liquid colors is what we will be adding, and you don't even have to add even a drop. Just what I am doing is I am taking slide by slide on a spatula and I am just mixing it here. So okay, with this I think we have a quite good color. A lot of it is also still left on the cap itself, so like 1/3 of a drop is what we actually added, very little. So see, this is how the color looks like. It looks even more beautiful, much more relatable with the rose theme. Do share emojis if you guys are liking the colored one more, because I think this is looking better. Okay, so now let's just quickly fill this in the bottle, and we'll at last check a few more queries. So here we'll open the second part of this also. And we will just be filling this up. So here we have the product into the bottle. Let's put on the main first cap, and then this is the final packaging. This is how our product is going to look like. So whenever you guys are going to take this, it's not going to have the sticker here. This I've just put so that you can know that you guys can also put your brand label, write down a few usage details and label it with your brand name. What's the kit price? So dear, all of the ingredients we are providing at a very small quantity only for the students who have enrolled for the free session. These quantities are not directly available on our website if you take single products, but these are only very small quantities for trial basis for the product kit itself. So the kit price is 1100, but for you guys it's 879 for a limited time. In this you will be getting all the ingredients plus one bottle, one glass. This exact same bottle is what you will be getting in the class. So let's quickly check the application at last. So here we have the bottle, and let's see. It's a very beautiful fragrance that I am getting, and see, this is totally very nice. There's this water, and all of the hydrating ingredients are going to go into the skin and provide the hydration, and the fragrance is going to be left on the skin. The excess water that you see, that's going to just get evaporated. So it's going to very nicely feel on the skin, and my skin feels very soft and smooth. So here, see, and here if you see, there's a lot of shine also that this product is giving us. So shine, moisturization plus a very beautiful aroma is what we have with this product. It's not going to be greasy at all. It's a totally water based formulation, like a water like formulation. It's going to be feeling very nice and hydrating. So even if you don't apply a lotion after this, it's going to still feel good. So with this we complete our workshop for today. So in the makeup workshop we are going to be making an illuminating strobe cream. So this strobe cream is going to give you the shine and that illuminating effect on the skin, the extreme glow. After this you can apply your foundations and everything, and this can be also used on a daily basis. Secondly, we will be making a tinted moisturizer, and thirdly we will be making a everyday face powder. So all of you who might be interested in joining can DM us for further details. Okay, so we have a few reviews. Wonderful session. Thanks so much for an awesome session. Thank you guys. I'm glad that you all liked the class. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining. Bye bye.